We have finished the endpoint detection and response, which was EDR. Now we are moving to application protection. In application protection, the first chapter we will cover is web application firewall, which is also known as WAF. What is web application firewall? A web application firewall is a security solution designed to protect web applications. So, a web application firewall, which is also known as WAF, is a security solution designed to protect web applications by monitoring and filtering HTTP traffic. By monitoring and filtering HTTP traffic between a web application and the internet. So, a web application firewall is a security solution designed to protect web applications by monitoring and filtering HTTP traffic between a web application and the internet. Unlike traditional firewalls that serve as a barrier between networks, unlike traditional firewalls that serve as a barrier between networks, WAFs specifically focus on application layer traffic. So this helps prevent common web-based attacks such as SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and cross-site request forgery. Okay, how does WAF work? WAFs analyze web traffic by inspecting the incoming and outgoing data to identify and block malicious traffic based on predefined rules. So WAFs analyze web traffic by inspecting the incoming and outgoing data to identify and block malicious traffic based on predefined rules. So they typically use three models to filter traffic. The first one is whitelist model. This only allow pre-approved traffic. Next one is blacklist model. Block known malicious traffic while allowing everything else. Block known malicious traffic while allowing everything else. Whitelist, it only allows pre-approved traffic. Blacklist, it's block known malicious traffic while allowing everything else. Hybrid model, combination of both whitelist and blacklist approaches. What are the key functions of WAF? The first one, traffic filtering and monitoring. This is the first function. WAFs monitor HTTPS requests and responses for malicious patterns. Attack prevention protects against attacks such as SQL injections, XSS, SRP, CSRF, and DDoS. Encryption support offers protection for SSL, TLS, encrypted traffic, logging and reporting, records attack attempts, and provides insight through dashboards and logs. So logging and reporting, it is also a function of WAF. It records attacks attempts and provides insight through dashboards and logs. Now we will go to types of WAF deployments. One way of deployment is network-based WAF. Installed on a hardware, it is installed on a hardware device in the network, offering high performance but often more expensive and less flexible. So network-based WAF, it is installed on a hardware device. It is installed on a hardware device in the network, offering high performance but often more expensive and less flexible. Second one is host-based WAF, installed directly on an application server, providing flexibility and cost efficiency but consuming local resources. It is installed directly on an application server, providing flexibility and cost efficiency but consuming local resources. Cloud-based WAF, this is the third one. A cloud service provider hosts the WAF. Offering flexibility, easy setup, and automatic updates, making it this one a popular choice. Benefits of using a WAF. What are the benefits of using a WAF? Protection against web attacks. WAFs prevent known and zero-day web vulnerabilities by blocking malicious traffic in real time. WAFs prevent known and zero-day web vulnerabilities by blocking malicious traffic in real time. Customization. This is also a benefit of WAF. WAF using a WAF. WAFs can be customized to specific application needs, enabling fine-tuning of security measures. WAFs can be customized to specific application needs, enabling fine-tuning of security measures. Data leak prevention. WAFs help protect sensitive data from leaks by monitoring outbound traffic. So WAFs, it helps protect data from leaks by monitoring outbound traffic. Compliance. WAFs can help meet compliance standards like PCI DSS, which mandates protection of web applications. So WAFs can help meet compliance standards like PCI DSS, which mandates protection of web application. WAF and OWAF's top 10. WAFs are essential for defending against many of the OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities, which includes injection, cross-site scripting, which is XSS, broken authentication, security misconfiguration, sensitive data protection, exposure. Now we will understand what are the challenges and limitations of WAF. False positives. Sometimes legitimate traffic may be blocked if it resembles an attack, leading to business disruption. Sometimes legitimate traffic may be blocked if it resembles an attack, leading to business disruptions. Maintenance. WAFs require regular updates and tuning to keep up with evolving threats and application changes. So WAF, it requires regular updates and tuning to keep up with evolving threats and application changes. Limited protection. While WAFs provide robust protection against application layer attacks, they don't safeguard against other threats like malware or phishing, so it has a limited protection. Summary. A web application firewall, which is also known as WAF, is a specialized firewall designed to protect web applications from common attacks like SQL injection, XSS, and DDoS by filtering and monitoring HTTP traffic. So, a web application firewall, which is also known as WAF, is a specialized firewall designed to protect web applications from common attacks like SQL injections, XSS, and DDoS by filtering and monitoring HTTP traffic. WAFs are highly customizable and come in network-based, host-based, or cloud-based form. So WAFs are highly customizable as mentioned earlier, and it comes in network-based, host-based, or cloud-based forms. So WAFs are essential for defending against vulnerabilities identified in the OWASP top 10, but require regular updates and tuning to be fully effective. Who are the best WAF vendors? The first one is Akamai Kona Site Defender. Cloud-based, it is a cloud-based WAF with DDoS protection and comprehensive attack prevention. It offers a global traffic monitoring and advanced threat intelligence. The next one is AWS WAF, which is Amazon Web Service. It is a cloud-native WAF for AWS users that integrates seamlessly with other AWS services. So AWS WAF is a cloud-native WAF for AWS users that integrates seamlessly with other AWS services. It is highly scalable and cost-effective with customizable rules. Third one is Cloudflare, popular for its easy deployment, DDoS protection, and global content delivery network integration. It offers both free and paid plans, making it accessible for small businesses. Imperva, comprehensive WAF that provides strong security features including advanced bot protection and DDoS mitigation. It is well known for its detailed reporting and analysis feature. Imperva. Now we will understand how to implement WAF. Implementing a WAF involves several steps, including planning, choosing the right WAF solution, deploying it in the desired environment, and configuring it according to your security needs. The first step, First of all, you understand your requirements. Before implementing a WAF, clearly outline your needs. Application scope. Identify which applications need protection. First, you identify which applications need protection. The next one is traffic volume. Estimate the amount of traffic that WAF will need to handle. So you should also estimate the amount of traffic which your WAF is going to handle. The first one is, first you identify which applications has to be protected, and then you analyze the traffic volume, estimate the amount of traffic the WAF will need to handle. Security goals. Determine which types of attacks, SQL injections or XSS, you need to defend against. So while selecting the WAF, you also check that for what purpose you are applying that particular WAF. Determine which types of attacks, SQL injections or XSS, you need to defend against. So compliance requirements. Ensure that WAF can help you meet security regulations such as PCI DSS or GDPR. You should also make sure about the compliance. Second step is choose the right WAF type. Either you want a cloud-based WAF or network-based WAF or host-based WAF. Cloud-based WAFs such as AWS or Cloudflare. So it is easiest to set up and maintain. It provides flexibility and scalability. Ideal if you are using cloud services like AWS or Azure. So if you are selecting cloud-based WAF, it is the easiest to set up and maintain. It is also flexible. It provides flexibility and scalability, and it is ideal if you are using cloud services like AWS or Azure. The next one is network-based WAF. Example, F5 Advanced WAF. So installed on particular hardware in your network, offers high performance but may require advanced technical expertise. It is suitable for organizations with large high traffic applications. So it's a network based WAF. Host based WAF, deployed on the same server as your web application, more customizable but may consume server resources, best for businesses with specific application security needs. Then after selecting your preferred WAF, how you will deploy it. Deploying the WAF is the next step. So once you have selected the type of WAF, follow these deployment steps. For cloud-based WAF, sign up with a WAF service provider, AWS, Cloudflare or Akamai. Redirect DNS or configure a reverse proxy. The WAF service will typically provide a new IP or DNS record. Update your DNS settings to route traffic through the WAF before it reaches your application. So you should update your DNS settings to route traffic through the WAF before it reaches your application. So configure WAF policies. Apply predefined or custom rules to start filtering traffic. Apply predefined or custom rules to start filtering traffic. Most providers offer templates to help get started. Monitor and test. Use dashboards and monitoring tools to observe the traffic flow and verify that no legitimate traffic is blocked. So you should also monitor and test. You should use dashboards and monitoring tools to observe the traffic flow and verify that no legitimate traffic is blocked. Network-based WAF. Set up the hardware. Install the WAF appliance within your network, typically between your web server and the internet. So configure routing. Ensure that all traffic passes through the WAF by configuring routing rules. So you should ensure that all the traffic which is coming, it should pass through the WAF by configuring routing rules. Define security policies. Set up policies that align with your security needs, such as blocking SQL injection or DDoS protection. Test and monitor. Test the system for false positives and false negatives. Make sure that the WAF is catching malicious traffic without disrupting legitimate users. Host-based WAF. Install the WAF software. Deploy the WAF such as mod security directly on your web server. Integrate with web server, modify web server configurations like Apache, Nginx, etc. to route traffic through the WAF. Configure security rules, set up rules to block specific threats or use predefined rule sets like OWASP core rule set CRS. Test and optimize after deployment. Carefully monitor and optimize the configuration to avoid performance degradation of false positive. The next step is configure WAF rules and policies. Default rules. Start with the default rules provided by the WAF vendor. So you should always follow with the default rules provided by the WAF vendor, often aligned with OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities. Custom rules. Based on your application, create custom rules to filter traffic such as IP blocking, geolocation filtering, or specific request patterns. Rate limiting. Implement rate limiting to prevent brute force and DDoS attacks. Logging and alerts. Enable logging and configure alerts for suspicious activities to respond quickly to incidents. Step 5. Monitor and tuning. Monitor traffic. Use the WAF dashboard to monitor incoming and outgoing traffic. Check for any irregularities or block requests. Use the WAF dashboard to monitor the incoming and outgoing traffic. Check for any irregularities or blocked requests. Analyze false positives, negatives. WAFs can sometimes block legitimate traffic. Continuously review blocked requests and adjust the rules to reduce false positives. So you should analyze false positives or negatives because WAFs can sometimes block legitimate traffic. Continuously review blocked requests and adjust the rules to reduce false positives. Regular updates. Ensure that your WAF is regularly updated to include the latest threat intelligence and patches for newly discovered vulnerabilities. So you should ensure that your WAF is regularly updated to include the latest threat intelligence and patches for newly discovered vulnerabilities. Step 6. Perform security testing. Penetration testing. After implementing the WAF, conduct penetration testing. So after you implement the WAF, conduct the penetration testing to ensure it is effectively blocking malicious traffic without breaking your application. Vulnerability scanning. Use automated tools to scan for vulnerabilities that your WAF may have missed. Compliance and reporting. Compliance. Ensure that WAF implementation meets industry standards. Ensure that WAF implementation meets industry standards like PCI DSS if necessary. Reporting. Use the WAF's reporting features to generate logs and reports. These are essential for audits and compliance checks. So you should use the WAF's reporting features to generate logs and report. They are essential for audits and compliance checks. Step 8. Regular maintenance. Update rules. Update rules. Threats evolve, so your WAF's rules must evolve too. Because threats are evolving, so your WAF's rules must also evolve. Regularly update security rules to cover new vulnerabilities. Review performance. Regularly check the WAF performance and ensure it is not causing latency or application issues.